On KDY 102.5 is the Zizzers Trail 26-35.
Are you needing to sell your real estate? Seek out professional realtors at Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty. Their agents have decades of combined experience and are experts in all areas of real estate, including commercial real estate, farms, new construction, and of course, residential. So if you are looking to sell, turn to Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty at 1822 Porter Wagner Boulevard in West Plains.
Hawkins Home and Lawn. Best brands, best service since 67.
It's yard cleanup time. Hi, this is Anna. Time to get busy, and we have just what you need. A full line of power equipment from Husqvarna. Chainsaws, leaf blowers, trimmers, and all the accessories. And of course, Husqvarna, Gravely, and Aaron's mowers. Plus, we service what we sell. Stop in and see us today in our West Plains and Mountain Grove stores.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Reed Grigsby and Travis Smith back here at Logan, Rogersville, where the Wildcats lead the Zizzers 35-26. Reedy made a really good point that Logan Rogersville will get the ball to start the second half. Very important we don't let them score because they get out of reach. Right? Talking about scoring, tell us a little bit about some of the other scores going on in the area.
Yeah, some of the area scores we have going on right now. Thayer and Houston at halftime. Thayer's up 33-6 on Houston. Yeah, Neosho and Webb City are kind of in a dogfight. Neosho's up 28-19 at half on Webb City. That's kind of surprising. Mountain Grove up 51-0 on Kabul. Liberty up 33-0 on Willow Springs. Some good SCA football matchups there. Parkview is up 12-6 on Branson in the second quarter. Oliver and Marshfield all knotted up at halftime, 14-14. Carl Junction's up 28-14 on Hillcrest in the third quarter. I think that's about all I want to highlight there. Yeah, a bunch of scores, but I think I got all the area scores there. And of course, the Ozark Mountain Conference scores, a couple of SEA scores. Of course, number one in the state, Nix, last night beat Lebanon 49-14 on a homecoming Thursday night game. Nix has got a really good team, folks. So that's all the scores I have for you here. I'll turn it back over to Travis.
Reed, talking about scoring, you know, they had the first half come out, neither team able to do much on their first series, and then each team scored a touchdown in the first quarter. And as my old buddy Jim Huff would love to hear say, it was an offensive juggernaut in the second quarter as there were 7 touchdowns scored, 9 touchdowns total. Now the key for West Plains to stay in this game, being down 9, you got to be careful. Even if Rogersville goes down the field, scores a touchdown, an extra point, that's 16. That's the beautiful thing about the 2-point play, but you can't let it get much more than 2 possessions or you might be in trouble.
Yeah, you certainly can't let it get out of hand against a team like Logan Rogersville. But, you know, like I said, anything can happen in high school football. You know, Rogersville is going to have their opportunity to score. We just have to make sure that we capitalize. No stupid penalties. Hopefully we can get a turnover or 2. And we have to score on every possession because obviously Logan Rogersville is going to have that ability to score whenever they want. So it's going to be an exciting second half. Again, anything can happen. I like our attitude, and I promise you this much, that this is going to come out and give her everything they have for the second half.
One thing I've been really impressed with this football team this year, I'm at the very first play of the year against Mountain Home. Mountain Home returns a kickoff all the way for a touchdown. West Plains comes back. These guys don't seem to give up very easily. It's going to be a great second half. We've got about 1 minute to go before we start, so we'll be back as we hear from these sponsors in 1 minute on KDY 102.5.
Helping in your community is a great feeling. Howell County Habitat for Humanity is working on building their 31st home this year. If you would like to be a volunteer, it is easy and quite rewarding. Habitat for Humanity needs volunteers to work on Saturdays. To step up to be a volunteer, call or go by the Habitat Restore at 1109 Porter Wagner Boulevard. Do it once, and if you have fun, do it again. Howell County Habitat for Humanity, helping families one.
This is Damon at TLG Peterbilt, Willow Springs. We supply parts for all makes of trucks and trailers to get you back on the road quickly as possible. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Find us on Highway 60 in Willow Springs or online at tlgtrucks.com for fast, friendly service to get you back on the road in no time. TLG Peterbilt, uptime all the time.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Travis Smith and Reed Grigsby back here from Logan, Rogersville. And Reed, there's so much more cool things than we played. The screen now. I mean, they had fireworks on at halftime. There's still smoke on the field. It's like they made it, instead of just about the football game, it's nice because it's entertaining for everybody.
Yeah, that's what's so great about high school football. Again, is the pageantry. They had an excellent band performance here at halftime. I wish you folks at home could have heard that because it was great. But let's see what happens in the second half.
Cobb, the good left-footed kicker from West Plainfield, kicked from the 40-yard line. Lead 35-26, 9-point lead. 2 touchbacks already in this game. Gets his foot right behind that line drive, and Reed goes right back out the back of the end zone.
No, that's perfect. The ball will come out to the 20, and then Logan Rogersville Wildcats will start from there. We'll see what our defense has for us in store.
The big thing to do early in this game in the first half, Hale, you got to watch for him going down the field. He's got tremendous speed. And then you got to watch out for Roche coming off that right side. 1st and 10 for Logan Rogersville from their own 20-yard line. Bunch formation, quick pitch out there to Roche, and he is hit right away by Moore. And 3 or 4 Zizzers come up and make the play. That's what you got to have, Reed, to start the second half.
That's a good way to start the half, and obviously there's some adjustments made, worried about that sweep coming around this right side. So it was really good defense that time by the West Plains Zizzers.
Good job by the Zizzers. Now 3 yards lost on 4 yards lost on the play. 2nd 14 for Logan Rogersville. And got that bunch formation once again. The quarterback wants to throw. He's looking deep down, has a man open, and it is dropped. Fortunately for West Plains, but Boyle really puts that ball on the money. Reed.
He sure does, and I believe that was actually a catch up until our defensive back kind of rattled away from him. He didn't keep possession going all the way to the ground, so good job by that time by the West Plains defense.
Hale, our Hale, number 1, came up and made the stop. Reed said it was a perfectly thrown football, but he could not catch it as Hale came to get the ball away. Big play here is its 3rd and 22-yard line. Quarterback wants to roll to his left, has serious pressure, and receiver has to come back and catch it. But because of the pressure, Reed, he did not get enough yards for the first down. It's going to be 4th down and about 4. We'll have to surely punt the ball here.
It looks like they're bringing out the punt team that time, but that was one of the few times that we were able to put pressure on the Logan Rogersville quarterback. So hopefully we have some blitzes dialed up for the second half and get them on their back feet and force them with 4 plays and out, 3 and out, and we'll see what our offense can do here. We'll have good field position.
Great point on the pressures. He's rolled a lot of times to the right side. The left side had no chance. Punt is way up in the air, and they're just going to let it go down. Hits at the 45, 40, down to the 38-yard line. Good punt that time. 13 got 43 yards on that punt. West Plains is going to take over at 1st and 10 from their 38-yard line. And Reed, that's what you not to start the second half. Stop. You're down by 9 points. Now you got to go down the field and put some points on the board yourself.
Yeah, no need to panic. There's a lot of time left in this ball game. We just have to get back fundamentals, make sure we don't make mistakes, and matriculate right down the field.
Coach Ackman, we mentioned, does such a wonderful job getting these guys ready and setting one play up for the next. Coach Stope is doing a great job, too, with these wide receivers. Now, Miller wants to pressure. Does not get out of it. And for the second time tonight, Reed, he is brought down. And Rogers keying off the fullback, watching him and seeing what he's doing. When they do that, they're coming up and making a stop. So Miller loses, oh my gracious, about 8 yards, 2nd and 18 for the Zizzers.
Yeah, and that's one of the things you can't do as a throwing team is take those sacks like that. And sometimes it just happens. It was a good defensive play by Logan Rogersville. Here it comes, 2nd down and long.
One thing I really like about Miller does not try to force many throws. Might get the sack, but you don't have the INT. 10 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. West Plains trying to put down some points on the board. Put the ball up in the air for Hale. Hale goes underneath it, and if they say he catches it, that read should be enough for a first to get back to almost the line of scrimmage. 2 weeks ago, and it's 3rd 7 now for the Zizzers.
Great catch by Hale right there. He was able to catch the ball just right off carpet. On his big yardage, put us in pretty good position to see if we can pick up.
These West Plains receivers really stretch their bodies out to catch that football. Moffin now back in the game was wide receiver off to the short side. Miller's going to roll to his right. Now he's looking back to his left. Looks for Moffin, got pressure. Now he's going to put the ball up in the air way high, actually thrown out of bounds. So now it's going to be 4th and 6. And Reed, you talked about this, and is getting more pressure on their quarterback.
Yeah, they're obviously bringing in some blitz packages to get some pressure on Miller, and he's not able to take the time and make a really good pass. So he threw it out of bounds. We're going to punt it away here, and so far this half kind of started like the beginning of the game.
Really did. Both sides had a chance on each series. Didn't do much of it with it. Cropper, a good punter for the Zizzers. He's lined up on his 3rd. See if Logan Rogers
on their heels, but what a great Taylor and great yardage on the big punt.
And Cropper actually did a great job as the punter because he acted like he was running to the right, and everybody thought, what's going on? They follow his flow. It was wide open on the left side. Love that play by the Zizzers. Now they're at the 39-yard line of Logan Rogersville. Taylor, they're going to run the opposite side, pitch to Taylor. Taylor's got one man to beat, and he actually does not beat that man. Rogersville to stretch out that play. Reed, on the option, defensive end's got the quarterback. It's a pitch formation. If everybody does their job, it works out well.
Yeah, they played it well that time. I really thought they was going to have some room to run and a good athletic play by Logan Rogersville, but looks like we're going to see a little bit of option this half. Logan Rogersville, but looks like we're going to see a little bit of option this half, and we didn't see it much in the first half.
Once again, Coach Ackland's trying to confuse the defense. In formation now, Miller wants to throw, just puts the ball up right away, and boy, he got some pressure, and the ball is thrown into the ground. And I don't know what happened, but it looked like Logan Rogersville really got some deep penetration and pushed the lineman into our quarterback.
Yeah, it almost looked like Miller was trying to not throw that ball. He was trying to bring it back, and it slipped out of his hand, and it went right into the dirt. That's not very characteristic by Miller, so something had to have been off.
The ball was at the 38-yard line of Logan Rogersville. 3rd and 9 for the Zizzers. 8 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. West Plains trails 26-35. Miller waits a snap. He's going to run out to his left. He's looking to pass, still looking to pass. Puts the ball up in the air and does the right thing and just throws it out of bounds. I like that. I mean, you don't get the first down, but you don't give up an interception either.
Right, there's no need to panic. 4th down, you live to find another play. In this type of field position, we're going to have to punt it. Hopefully we can pin them deep, and they'll have to work a little bit harder to get down the field.
And that's the thing. Now that West Plains has already had one fake punt, you don't know what they're going to do coming out here. Logan Rogersville trying to figure out how to adjust, and West Plains says, what the heck? We might as well go for it here on 4th down and 9 from the 38-yard line. Trips formation out to the left. One single split. Miller rolls to his left, trying to look back, throws the ball down to Moore. If he can get him way off. Just outstretched his hand. Perfect play. Ran out to the left, turns back around. I love the play call. Got to run that again before the night's over.
Yeah, Moore was wide open. The ball was just a little bit out of his reach. He was able to touch it. That would have been a huge play, but it was a nice-looking play, and hopefully we'll come back out to that because Moore was open.
And that's true tonight, too. I mean, the West Lane receivers are doing an excellent job, really sacrificing their body and getting out there and trying to make the catch. So Logan Rogersville takes it on the turnover on down. The hand freeze comes off to the right side with Roos again. And, Reed, that's just an off. They've gotten a first down, 10 yards or more.
Yeah, it looks like there was a pretty bad hold out here that they're not calling. So, there's a lot of reasons why those plays bust open. A hold could possibly be one reason.
So Logan Rogersville gets the ball across midfield to the Zizzer 49. They're going to turn around to Roos. Same exact play. This time Roos comes back, goes down the 45, 40, goes down the 38. And Reed, we'll see where they spot the ball. But every time he's running away, it's another first down. He's averaging 11 yards per carry on that play.
Yeah, he's a vital running back, folks, and we're having our hands full with him right now.
Logan Rogersville has one fullback that's lined up exactly right next to the quarterback. Roos tries this time to go up the middle. Good job by the Zizzer defense coming up there and making a stop. And those are the kind of plays you need, Reed, to slow these guys down.
Yeah, we absolutely need more of that, and good play that time by the interior defensive line. Had to hold there for Roche and was able to bottle them up for a very minimal gain.
6:45 left to go here in the third quarter. West Lane trails 26-35. Logan Rogersville fakes the handoff. Now it puts the ball way up in the air, throws behind this receiver. But, boy, my goodness, he had quite a cushion on that. One thing our defenders need to do, especially the quarterback, think about coming up maybe about 2 or 3 yards.
Yeah, they definitely need to play a little bit closer in the face, but, I'm sure they're scared of that speed that Rogersville has shown us, and sometimes you play too close, you'll have a guy blow right past you.
Big point. Danged if you do, danged if you don't. Rogersville has the ball once again at the Zizzer 38-yard line. 2 wide receivers lined up to the left. They wait for the snap. They fake to Roos. Runs to the side, and he is sacked. So bad. Sacked at the 50-yard line. That was a 12-yard loss by the Zizzers. Nice penetration in the backfield.
Yeah, that couldn't have come early enough. Now it's 4th down and very long, but punted away. We'll see if we can get a good return here, Travis.
Number 62 for the Zizzers got in there and made one heck of a tackle. Great tackle. So they go from being at the 38-yard line all the way almost to midfield. Rogersville with a 9-point lead. They lead 35-26. Here's the snap. Here's the punt. It is up, and it is extremely long. We want to hit and go out of bounds. Go out in the end zone. It does not. Gets out of bounds at the 10-yard line. So right here in the third quarter, Zizzers trail 26-35. We'll be back in 30 seconds on KDY 102.5.
Do you have assisted devices that you no longer need? Such as a wheelchair, a walker, a cane, or shower can donate.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Reed Grigsby and Travis Smith back here from Logan Rogersville. Zizzers have it at their own 10-yard line. They're going to run a burst to the other side. Hale tries to cut inside, may have some ability outside. I like that, Reed. They had all the flow going to the right. Hale came back to the left, but for whatever reason, he decided to go inside. And just Coach used to say, like Coach Crazy, like, use that speed and get outside and let the sideline tap in.
Yeah, unfortunately, ran right into number 40, the linebacker for Logan Rogersville. He made a nice tackle. Kept it to a minimum gain.
2nd and 7 for the Zizzers from their own 13-yard line. 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Zizzers trail 26-35. Empty backfield now for Miller. Wants to throw the ball. Puts it up right away. Hits Taylor. Taylor makes one man miss, a second man miss. Now he keeps his feet moving so well. I know his name's Taylor. He reminds me a lot, if you watch in the NFL, a guy named Jonathan Taylor who leads the NFL this year in running, because he gets hit, Reed, and keeps moving his feet.
Yeah, he chops those legs, keeps his feet going, gets down behind his pads, and he is not going to go down on first contact. Well, a great run by Taylor.
So Zizzers now have some breathing room. They were at their own 10-yard line, now at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Zizzers. 2 running backs on both sides. Now both those running backs, Doom and Taylor, goes in motion. Now they're just going to fake it, and he's going to keep himself. Miller run. He's at the 35, 40, gets across the 42, about 6 yards on that carry. And Reed, you talked about that earlier. 2nd and 4 is a great place where you want to be because you have so many options on offense.
A 2nd and 4, you can run it, you can pass it. It opens up your playbook. You can literally do anything. It wouldn't be a bad time to go for a shot downfield.
Totally agree, because you're trailing by 9 points, so it's still a 2-point score or 2-score game. 2 wide receivers off to the wide side of the field, the right. Taylor is along with 2. Now those guys are going to split up again and once again make an empty backfield. Miller waits to snap. Miller, 3-step drop, wants to put it way up in that air. Hale at the 25-20, unfortunately overthrown, but I like the way Miller makes a decision, and he just puts that ball up in the air, Reed, where the only person to catch it is the wide receiver.
Yeah, and they did indeed go downfield, which is like the first good all game.
I know.
But I like the sentiment. I like the play. That play will be there eventually, and now Logan Rogersville has to defend against that play.
And Miller has such a strong arm. He's just one of those things. He's got plenty of time to put the ball. That little half-second delay, and we've got a touchdown on that play. 3 minutes and 33 seconds left to go. Miller now wants to roll out to his right. He's looking deep again, not there, so he just takes it, throws it out of bounds. Smart thing. But Reed, now we go from 3rd and 3 to 4th and 3, and while West Plains had the fake punt on the last series, you have to wonder what they'll do in this situation.
You know, in your own territory here, you know, it looks like they're going to go for it, which, you know, it's not a bad thing. Maybe we can get them to jump off sides. That would be an automatic first. So we've seen West Plains do that many, many times before.
Miller just goes up the line of scrimmage, tries to change, get Logan Rogersville to jump off. Now, if they don't jump off side, we'll have to see if they actually run or take the timeout. 5 seconds left on the play clock, so they're obviously going to go for it here. Now, since the man in motion, I don't think Miller was aware of the play clock. And now, unfortunately, Reed, we're going to have a delay of game. Timeout was called by the Zizzers. We're back in 30 seconds on KDY 102.5.
If you have 10 minutes and online access, you're ready to open a new checking or savings account with West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Already a customer? Just log into digital banking and click Add an Account, making the switch to West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Welcome. Simply visit westplainsbank.com and click Open Account. 24/7 convenience, FDIC insured, free debit card and e-statements. It's simple and convenient to open your account online with West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
The action continues now with more Zizzers football on Hot Country KDY.
Reed Grigsby and Travis Smith back here from Logan, Rogersville, Missouri, where Logan Rogersville leads the Zizzers 35-26. However, Zizzers, 4th and 4 situation coming up, going to go for it here on their side of the field. Reed talked about this a lot of times. Offside. They've got 22 seconds still on the game clock. Miller is just going to turn around and put it up in the air, and the defensive end comes up. And fortunately, he drops it because all he had in front of him was a lot of green turf.
Yeah, we're very fortunate there. That played in very well, and Vince Van almost made a huge play for Rogersville. Thank goodness. That's why he plays defense. He's not a receiver. He didn't catch the ball. So we'll see what we can do defensively here. It looks like you got a little bit of rest, and we come out and make a big stop.
Logan Rogersville unsuccessful on their first series, just like they won the first half. However, 6 touchdowns after that. We do not need to repeat that here in the second half. Turn around, they run a little bit of a reverse draw at the 4. All the way down to the 28-yard line. 14 yards on the carry. just read misdirection. West Plains flowed with it off the left. He ran to the right and had open field.
Yeah, that's a tough play to defend, and he runs it really, really well, and they were able to block it correctly. That's a tough play to get hats on the ball.
Logan Rogersville has the ball to Zizzers, 24-yard line, 2nd and 8. I think they're going to run that miss a while ago, but this time West Plains is not fooled at all. Cropper comes out to tackle, and unfortunately, Yellow hangs down on the field, and I think we might get a call against the Zizzers. We'll just have to wait and see what it is. 2.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. West Plains trails 26-35. Referee coming over explaining to the Logan Rogersville team what's going on. And looks like number 3, who is the great player for the Wildcats, that's Hale. Something going on there. Oh, and personal foul called on both the Zizzers and Rogersville. So basically you had Hale and Hale fighting each other. Number 3 against number 1, offsetting. Going to get about 5 yards on the carry. So 3rd and 3, and it seems like every single play that Logan Rogersville has run here in the second half on this series, just doing misdirection one way or the other.
Doing a lot of counter plays coming inside, and see if we can stop them here.
3rd and 3 here. Rouge first gets hit at the line of scrimmage, and he only gets about 2 yards. However, it's at the 18-yard line, and now they've only got about 4th and 2. You know they're probably going to go for it. This is the biggest series and biggest play of the Zizzers defense thus tonight. 1.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. West Plains trails 26-35. They need a huge stop right here. They're going to bring in the big man, number 45, to play fullback. Play clock at 10 seconds. They're still trying to figure out what they're going to run. Now they come to last scrimmage. They'll still have enough time to get this play out. Here's the snap, and they get back in the backfield. And unfortunately, the play is halted before it starts. Probably illegal procedure. And Reed, if that's against Logan Rogersville, that's huge.
That's a huge play. So yeah, it's going to be 4th and 8 for the Wildcats. Move it back. That's the best thing that could have happened to us. It's going to be a tough play for them to make 8 yards.
Well, with the way, too, that Logan Rogersville's been playing tonight, too, they might want to be in a situation where they've got a little bit more yards. Ball snap rolls to the right, has a man wide open at the 11-yard line, and that's first down for the Zizzers. Hale does such a good job of finding the open and getting in there. First down for Wildcats.
Yeah, Hill kind of reminds me of Tyreek Hill out there in the flats. He's able to make those quick cuts. He's so fast. His feet are quick. He's hard to defend.
First and goal for the Wildcats. They give to Rouge right up the middle, and Rouge hits one hole, hits the other hole, and keeps running. 5 different a chance to catch Rouge that time. It's hard to tackle a guy when he's.
Yeah, unfortunately, we weren't able to get into the ground. Roche is again, hard to get to. Looks like our defense is getting a little bit tired, so they're getting ready to get a rest here and see if we can go on a long drive with our offense.
41 points already. Now they're going to go for 2, try to make it a 17-point game. 25 seconds left on the play clock, and here they go. He rolls out to the right. Now he rolls to the left. Not much there. West Plains with great defensive coverage. They drop him. Reed, that is huge because now we're only 17.
Yeah, that was a good thing to have, but now they're still down by 2 scores. Very important. We have a good drive here. See if we can kind of ease into our offense and make something happen.
Take a 30-second break and be right back on KKDY 102.5.
This is Ginger with Miller Satellite and Home Store. Did you know that HughesNet is faster than ever before? Plus, with it being back to school time, I can save you $30 a month for the next 12 months with a price lock guarantee. So if you're looking for fast, reliable internet, then you need HughesNet with unlimited data and whole home Wi-Fi. So you can get all your homework done no matter where you live. Give me a call today at Miller Satellite and Home Store at 417-255-1972.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Reed Grigsby and Travis Smith back here from Logan, Rogersville, where the Wildcats lead the Zizzers 41-26. And Reed, what was really funny, in between those two series, they had Thomas the Train on the big scoreboard. I watched that for like 2 years with my kids before I realized that was George Carlin's voice. Now Logan Rogersville gets set to kick, and they just kick a low line drive, goes to the 35, picked up by the Zizzers, goes all the way up to the 42-yard line. Zizzers are going to start there with great field position, 1st and 10, but they trail by 15 points.
Again, we got a little bit of time here left in the third quarter. No need to panic. It's just real important that we put together a good drive and then make sure it ends up with points.
And you've only got 37 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. West Plains could run one play, let the clock run out, get a little breather to start that fourth quarter. Zizzers start from their own 43-yard line. Zizzers have had really good field position thus far tonight in this game. Trips formation off to the wide side of the field, 2 receivers off to the right. Taylor goes in motion. He's right beside Miller now. Miller back, 3-step drop, wants to throw, and he wants to throw deep. Puts that ball up in the air, and he's a man open. Moore slides underneath it. What a catch, Reed. My goodness gracious. I love the way Miller put so much air under the ball. Let those receivers run right underneath it.
A great route by Moore that time, and again, we came back to that play. We just missed it a couple times earlier in the third quarter. Was able to come back to it. Miller made a nice throw, and a great opportunity right here for some points.
It was amazing, Ray. That ball was an error. That was about a 55-yard pass in the air for a high school. Miller now in the Wildcat. He wants to run to his right, looking for a man, not open. Now he looks for Taylor. Taylor catches it about the 8-yard line. He's going to be about 1 yard short of the first down. You got to like what West Plains doing here at the end of this third quarter.
Yeah, it's going to be a yard shy. I thought they were going to make a pretty bad spot there. Go ahead and give us the first down, but we're going to have to earn it the old-fashioned way.
16 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. West Plains trying to put some points on the board before the quarter is over. Taylor takes 1 step to his right, gets 2 yards. It's going to be 1st and goal there from the 4. Clock stops because of the automatic first down. However, West Plains is going to let the clock roll down, and that's the end of the third quarter. West Plains trails 26-41. We'll be right back in 1 minute on KDY 102.5.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we have it all for you. Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, where we love what we do.
Hi, this is Jordan. We are now selling bulk feed available for pickup at our West Plains store. Stop in and fill feed tote sacks, bulk containers, and feed boxes. There's no need to go anywhere else. Buy in bulk and save. Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply in West Plains.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply since 1974. Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we're more than a farm store.
Is it about time for a new heating and cooling system? Butler Heating and Air, your authorized Trane dealer, says now's the time. Because now through November 15th, you get an instant rebate on a new Trane system of up to $650. Get unbelievable comfort and reliability with a new Trane system from Butler Heating and Air. It's hard to stop a Trane.
BHA, Butler Heating and Air. Call 256-7984.
Building lasting relationships, one customer at a time.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Reed Grigsby and Travis Smith back here from Logan, Rogersville. West Plains has a 1st and goal from the Rogersville 40-yard line. Need some points here as they trail 15 points to start the fourth quarter. They're going to hand off to Mr. Taylor. Taylor gets out of 1 tackle, goes off the left, gets a yard. Reed, I'm so impressed with the way this kid runs because he just doesn't give up.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of negative yardage come out of Taylor. I mean, he's able to put his nose up in the hole and get some good yardage.
3rd down and goal for the Zizzers. They're trying to punch it in. Miller just wants to take it in. He finds the hole for the touchdown. Impressive drive for the West Plains Zizzers. They come in, score now 32-41. Reed will kind of see here if they decide to go for the extra point or go for 2 points. It looks like Coach Ackland wants to go for the 2. That would make the score 34-41 if they're successful and just down a touchdown and an extra point. 11:30 left to go here in the game. West Plains just keeps on putting their nose to the grindstone and trying to keep in this game, and they've done that thus far. Miller, the quarterback. He's got Taylor right off to his right. They're at the 3-yard line. Need 3 yards for 2 points. Miller. My goodness, I love that. Does the hail on the reverse. Then they throw it in the end zone. What a play, Randy. Little razzle-dazzle.
Yeah, I love it. That was a beautiful play. Folks just talk about how important special teams are. Just because all of us missed extra points, it would be a much closer game. Because we're actually scoring tit for tat with Logan Rogersville.
As you mentioned earlier, it's going to be one of those games whoever scores last probably wins. We'll be back in 30 seconds on KDY 102.5.
I've always wanted to be a nurse, but life got in the way. Kids, work, bills. It felt impossible. Then I discovered Missouri State West Plains has flexible programs that fit my schedule. Now I'm training for a career that gives back with job security for my family. Where do I want to be tomorrow? Helping others and building a future for my kids.
Missouri State West Plains. New beginnings, endless possibilities.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Reed Grigsby and Travis Smith, the back here at Logan Rogersville, where we've had 75 points scored by both teams here in the first 3 quarters. Cobb is ready to kick off from his 40-yard line. Here's the kick, and he puts it way, lots of air underneath it. However, it's going to be returned at the 5-yard line. That's Rhodes. Rhodes is at the 10, 15, and everybody comes down and gets a shot. Good job by the kicking team to make sure Logan Rogersville doesn't get a lot of yardage on that play.
Roche is one man that you don't want to get out into the green grass. So good job by special teams that time, keeping in their lanes and making a great tackle. They're going to mark the ball at the 20, so same as a touchback.
Number 88, Caden Warren, good job on special teams to go down there and make that stop. 11:25 left to go in the game. Rogersville leads West Plains 41-34. They're going to fake a handoff up to the left, and they're going to run to the 20, down to the 23-yard line. Back just keeps it himself, and good job by the Zizzer defense. Now we'll bring up 2nd and 7 for the Wildcats.
Big play right here by the defense. It's real important that we have a good stand right here and not let them have those explosive plays.
Need to stop. Ball was at the 22-yard line of the Wildcats at their own 23-yard line. 4 receivers. They're acting like they want to run a little option and quick pass. Very strange play, and good job as they tried to run to the short side of the field. Moore came up there. Host of Zizzers making the tackle. Good defense. Now Reed right here, 3rd and 7. Don't give up the big play.
That's right. On that last play, it looked like to make a pitch, but the running back was ahead of him, so he had to pull the ball up and make an awkward throw, and it wasn't a good play.
Rucker Freeman kind of like playing that nose guard position, number 73, filling up those gaps at the line of scrimmage. Now quarterback wants to throw. Freeze is under pressure, and he is tackled by Hunter. Hunter does not let him get any yardage, so he actually loses the 4th and 10, and that's the first time tonight, Reed, that West Plains has stopped the Wildcats on 2 consecutive series.
You're exactly right. That was a great play that time by the defense. The whole interior line, Curtis, Hunter, and Allen. They're doing a great job.
Both those big heavies really doing a great job. Here's the punt. Nice high punt. Hale's going to go all the way back to his 40, but he's got some room. He's at the 45-50. He needs to make one man miss. He does. 40, 35-yard line. And, boy, when Hale gets those wheels going, Reed, it's hard to get him stopped.
Yeah, he's really fun. Some of you are watching our live stream. The ones that are listening to on the radio, you just have to trust that this kid's a hoss.
So West Plains had some of their best field position of the night, and they've had good field position thus so far this evening. Ball will stay at the 36-yard line of the Wildcats. West Plains won't give up, and they've got a chance to actually come back and tie this game now here in the fourth quarter. Taylor gets right beside Miller. They're going to hand off to Taylor. Taylor jumps off to his left, makes one tackle miss, makes another tackle miss. 8 yards on that carry, and Reed, it's so many different options when you've got the ball. It's so much better to be at 2nd and 2 than
Yeah, absolutely. And that looked like it was going to be about a 3-yard gain by Taylor, and Taylor was able to drag bodies with him and get nice yardage on first down.
And the best part is the clock keeps ticking off the clock. 9 minutes left to go in the game. West Plains trails by 7, 34-41. Miller in an empty. Now he's got Taylor right beside him. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. They handed Taylor off to the right side. Taylor decides he wants to go inside. Keeps moving his feet, Reed. He was hit at the line of scrimmage, got an additional 8 yards. It's so much fun to watch this kid run the football. And got to remember, you don't make runs like that unless your offensive line's making holes for you.
Absolutely. The bigs down there making a hole. Taylor had some hit pretty hard, but the good thing about Taylor is that when people hit him, they go backwards.
He just got so much strength. Ball now at the 16-yard line of the Wildcats. 3 receivers off to the right. 2 receivers to the left. They're waiting for the snap. Lawson gets it. Lawson gets inside, hits the line of scrimmage, gets 3 more yards. And Reed, all West Plains doing, it's kind of like a Reed handoff. They're watching to see, instead of the defensive end, what the D tackle does. A lot of times that D tackle's trying to go outside for the pitch, and we're getting a lot of yardage on that play.
Yeah, just chipping around at it. They're able to get some right up in the gut, so that's nice.
West Plains keeps taking time off the clock. 8 minutes left to go here in the game. They trail 34-41. Now here comes Taylor. He's going to walk right beside Miller. You tell Taylor's getting just a little tired, but Taylor says, "I'm not that tired, Mr. Guy," and the announcer, "Watch me run it into the end zone for a touchdown." I thought he was catching his breath. He was just getting the energy left, make a touchdown right there.
I think we should do there and brought Taylor back in, and man, what a run. He was able to bounce off some bodies and get a great touchdown, a very timely touchdown. Boys and girls, we have a ball game.
West Plains is going to come out, and they are going to try the extra point here with Cobb just trailing 1 point. What a good run that time by Taylor. Cobb, the left-footed kicker, great with accuracy. Here's the snap. Here's the kick, and they fake it. Instead, now they're going to go back all the way across the field, and it is wide open. So West Plains, instead of going for the tie, gets its first lead of the night, Reed, 42-41. What a play.
What a great play that time. Miller was looking for a receiver here on the right side. Wasn't open, came back, didn't freak out, saw a guy wide open on the left side of the end zone right there for a West Plains 2-point conversion.
And one of the things that hold that play was the fact Cobb acted like he was kicking it. And so everybody went towards the inside. Miller stood up, got the touchdown. So West Plains leads 42-41. We'll be back in 30 seconds on KDY 102.5.
Feller Construction is a family-owned and operated company serving the southern Missouri area. They provide various construction services from the smallest remodel to custom-built homes, all at a competitive price. Feller Construction of West Plains would be honored to be your builders for all your building needs. Contact Feller Construction at 417-257-7275 to schedule your project today.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Travis Smith and Reed Grigsby back here from Logan, Rogersville, where West Plains for the first time tonight has got the lead, 42-41. Cobb set to kick. We need a big, long kickoff here. Going to go all the way back down, and no, it's at about the 1 yard line. He's going to have to pick it up. Now West Plains needs to make a stop. We don't need a 99-yard return here, and they get him down about the 15-yard line. Reed, that is one of the things now. I know the rules are different in pros and high school, but when you kick it down the 1 yard line instead of going in the back of the end zone, he had to pick it up and give him the.
On kickoff, that's a live ball. If West Plains would have recovered that ball, they would have hit the ball on the 1. So very important for Rogersville to pick that ball up. Unfortunately, we didn't tackle him inside the 10, but he was able to get out to about the 18 and 19, and Rogersville will start there.
Well, so important. We talked about down scored, so you never know what's going to happen in this game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're talking about 7 minutes left. I mean, you're talking about 7 minutes left. I mean, all heck broke loose in the second quarter. So we're not out of the woods yet here, folks. It's stepping up.
Wildcats have the ball. Comes right to the Wildcats have the ball. Comes right to the decides they're going to run another play right away. 3rd down and 8. Clock now, we're less than 7 minutes left in the game. West Plains leads 42-41. Freeze wants to roll to his right, looking for someone to throw to. Gets that rifle throw, and it is out of bounds. However, lifting of the crowd, they want the flag. Reed, I don't think the play was catchable. That's why the flag was not called.
Yeah, you're probably right. And it was one of those bang-bang plays. I don't know that he got there early, but the ball was obviously sailing out of bounds. So the home crowd doesn't like it, but sometimes them's the breaks.
It's a nice thing about being up in the booth. But I will say this about the Logan Rogersville crowd is they were very polite to us when we got here and stuff. We played in some place in the Ozark Conference, won't say where, Camdenton, where sometimes the fans were like yelling at us right here in the booth. Good people tonight at Logan Rogersville. Reed, now this is crazy because Logan Rogersville set to punt it now. It's the first time tonight that 3 times they've had to give it up, but they say, let's think about this. We'll call a timeout. So we'll be back in 1 minute on KDY 102.5.
So you bought the Chevy Trail Boss for the farm, but somehow her coffee's in the cup holder and the seat's set just right for her. And now she's taking it on her shopping trip. Guess whose truck it is now? Together, let's drive.
This is John Bailey, personally inviting you to come to Bailey Chevy GMC to find your new truck today.
Bailey Chevy GMC, home of the Bailey factor.
Need CPAP or BiPAP supplies? Skip the wait at Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment. Reorder easily from home using our Patient Hub app or website portal and get your supplies shipped straight to your door. For a faster, hassle-free experience, call ahead at 800-874-8504 or order online today. Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment, 1703 West 8th Street in West Plains. Our community, our commitment, our care.
The action continues now with more Zizzer football on Hot Country KDY.
Reed Grigsby and Travis Smith back here at Logan Rogersville, where the Zizzers lead 42-41. Rogersville punted, and West Plains didn't have anybody deep, didn't want to take the chance of maybe touching the ball and turning it over. So Rogersville kicks it all the way down to the Zizzer 39-yard line. Reed, this is where it's so important to have a long, sustained drive and just win this ball game. Do not put the ball on the ground. Ball is at the 39-yard line of the Zizzers. Miller very patiently waiting for the snap. Sends a man in motion. Now, Hale. They fake to Hale on the inside. Taylor has a huge hole up the middle, 5-6 yards. West Plains has taken a play from the playbook of Logan Rogersville, run some misdirection, and then running just the other way. Great play call.
Absolutely. As long as Taylor's able to move the rock like that right out the gut, you know, that is what is ejecting to a defense. If you can just cram it down their throat, and those defensive linemen will start getting tired, I think, just because they're getting pushed around.
Now less than 6 minutes left to go. Zizzers need to milk the clock for all it's got. 13 seconds left on the play call. Miller doing a good job controlling the clock. He's going to wait for about 4 seconds, and he does. Now they give to Taylor. Taylor tries to go to the right, has nowhere to go. Spins out of 1 tackle, 2 tackles, 3 tackles, 4, have 2 more yards, and gets all the way down to the 45-yard line of Logan Rogersville for a first down.
They came back to that same play. Our offensive line's doing a great job, especially our guards and our center, doing a great job pushing those bigs from Rogersville around. Taylor's so fun to watch. He made something out of nothing right there.
5 minutes left to go in this game. West Plains leads 42-41 in this barn burner. West Plains trying to take as much time as they can off the clock. Play clock down to 5. They wait to 3 seconds to snap it. Taylor has nowhere to go up the middle, so he says, I'll just go outside to the left, and I'm going to run down the 35, 30, 28-yard line. Boy, that is so much of an offensive weapon to have a kid like that, Reed.
Unfortunately, there's a penalty marker at the end of the play, so we'll see what happens here. But Taylor's running like a man possessed, and so looks like Rogersville may be backing up. We'll see what happens here.
Nice run by Taylor. We're just going to have to see what the penalty is called. 5 minutes left to go in the game. West Plains with their first lead of 9, 42-41. They've got the ball, and they are going down the field trying to put more points up on the board. Referees have still not indicated who the penalty was against. We got a big conference going on. See what the play is. West Plains still has not moved. They've got the ball marked at the 28-yard line of Logan Rogersville. And fortunately, Reed, that play was called against Logan Rogersville's personal foul. That is the third personal foul the Wildcats have had tonight. That makes a huge difference. Miller set. He's got the ball. Now it's all the way down, Reed, on a 14-yard line. Key here is try not to torch him soon. 5 minutes left to go. Have a man in motion. Lawson back in the game at running back. They're going to hand to Lawson. Lawson sets the line of scrimmage. Just like Taylor keeps moving those feet, trying to get some yardage. Logan Rogersville stops them there. Good job by the Logan Rogersville defensive line to come up and make the stop.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like Taylor's coming back in after a quick breather. The real big play here, second and long. It's important that we get good positive yardage here.
Lawson, he's come in the game tonight. He's done a good job giving Taylor a breather. Nice to have guys like that you can depend on. 4:20 left on the game clock in the fourth quarter. Now they're going to send Hale on the Jeff Sweet. He's at the 15, 10, 5. Oh, my goodness gracious. Hits the ground. Ball comes out. Fortunately, because had that been labeled a fumble, that would have been a touchback for Logan Rogersville. Huge break, Reed.
Break looked like he was really big break that it didn't go through the back of the end zone, because that would have been a touchback for Logan Rogersville. So he reached for that pylon, was not able to make it. The ground caused the fumble, and yeah, we got first and goal. Taylor in the shotgun position. We have Miller in the shotgun. We have Taylor behind him. Back to that inverted wishbone. Snap. Miller runs it straight up the middle for a West Plains touchdown. Boys and girls, that was awesome.
You're good. You're good. I just give you hey, but what they did that time, West Plains just ran it right up the middle and stuff. Now, Reed, you've got a huge decision to make, because you've got a 7-point lead at 48-41. Do you go for two, or do you go for the extra point? We'll see what West Plains decides here. Looks like they're going to go for two. And it makes sense, because if you go for two and you make it, you've got a two-score game. Everything to gain. Less than 4 minutes left to go. West Plains leads 48-41. Uh-oh. And unfortunately, a flag is called. See if maybe somebody was jarring. Actually, there's a West Plains player way back. Okay. Delay of game called against West Plains. I didn't see the game clock. Did you? Okay. Taking their time. And actually, if you're going to get delay of game penalty, I meant right down here is not a bad place to have it, because you want to take the time, make the right call. It's a phone call. It's not a phone call. It's a football call. My goodness, what a game the Zizzers have played tonight. Miller in the shotgun. One receiver off to the left. That's Moore. And they've got Moppin off to the right. Miller wants to throw, looking for his man. That's Moore. Oh, and good defense by Logan Rogersville there. But that's what you got to do. It was a good play call. West Plains up 48-41. 3.5 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back in KDY in 1 minute, 102.5.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
Fall is here, and at Don's Auto Service, friendly faces are the first thing you'll see when you walk through the door. Don's Auto Service makes sure their expert staff gets you the best and most qualified information on your vehicle repairs. Whether it's under the hood, maintenance, or tire related, they have you covered and are ready to get your vehicle ready for the upcoming winter months.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
Save on America's favorite tractor, Kubota, from your family-owned Kubota dealer, Edgeler and Harper Farm Equipment in Mountain Grove and West Plains. Right now, get the L2502 package with loader, rotary cutter, box blade, and quick hitch for $394 per month with approved credit now through 9/30/25. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for details. That's Edgeler and Harper Farm Equipment in Mountain Grove and West Plains.
Remember, we are names you can trust. Edgeler and Harper Farm Equipment and Kubota.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Reed Grigsby Smith back here from Logan Rogersville, where the Zizzers lead 48-41. Cobb has done an excellent job tonight on kickoff. Once again, gets underneath it and makes Logan Rogersville return it. Guy catches the 5, goes to 15-20, gets out to about the 25-yard line. Logan Rogersville wanted a face mask on that or late hit. Don't get it. And so the Wildcats will take over 1st and 10 from their own, let's say, 25-yard line.
And I'll say it again, just like I said all game, we cannot give up the explosive plays at this point in the game. So the defense is going to have to play hard. We're going to have to keep our heads on a swivel. Do not give up the big play to Roche or Hale screaming down the sideline.
Amen. Give up that 5 and 6 that they want to give, but you just can't let anybody get behind you. We've got 1 free safety, 2 free safeties right now, 2 high free safeties. Rogersville waits for the snap, wants to throw it, puts up, goes way outside, and fortunately Hale came up, made the stop. That play didn't have much of a time. Chances well, 2nd and 10 now for Logan Rogersville.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need to do there. There was some 2 receivers that were screaming down the field that quarterback didn't quite have the time to set his feet and get it down to him.
3 minutes, 42 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. West Plains needs another stop right here. So now he's under big pressure, runs out to his left, gets the ball up in the air, and they say, well, let's see what it is. They say he caught it, but boy, Reed, he caught that sucker out of bounds. So, oh, my goodness gracious. Too bad to have the replay, because that's where that kid was like 3 yards out of bounds.
Yeah, it was a heck of a catch, but he was diving out of bounds. I didn't see that he drug his feet, but it is what it is. Now it's time for the defense to step up.
And Rogersville, for the first time tonight, comes out with a trips formation to the short side of the field, stacked up in diamond. They look like a triangle. Look for him to run to the right when he got that much action on the left, and that's exactly what he does. He wants to go deep. He turned around. There's Hale, and good job that time by West Plains coming up and making the stop. Reed, a lot of times when you see those formations, got everybody bunched up down here, they're throwing the big man down the field.
Yeah, absolutely. They'd love to get it to Hale down there, but that was really, really good coverage. Defender was able to get his head around and see that ball coming and able to bat it away right at the last minute.
Like you said, you cannot give up the big play to these guys. And Hale is one of those guys, even if you know it's coming, he's such a good athlete, you just got to watch him. Ball at the 43-yard line. 2nd and 10 for Logan Rogersville. Bruce has that huge off-tackle play, but this time Crawford, who plays that linebacker position, came up and made a good stop along with 23, Dason Roberts. Rogersville going to come out and just keep out. Sorry about that, Reed. 3 minutes left to go here. West Plains up 48-41. Ball is at the 50-yard line at midfield. Zizzers can hold them here. Puts the ball up in the air. Watch out for the double pass, and they've got a man caught. He's at the 50, makes a man miss. They coming gets all the way down to the 38-yard line for a first down.
Yeah, unfortunately, got a player, a West Plains Zizzer player down, so we're going to take about a 30-second break and see if we can come back, and hopefully he's okay.
From your first paycheck to your first home, starting your own business or celebrating your retirement, we're here for all of life's important moments. At Simmons Bank, our modern banking solutions make managing your finances effortless and efficient, so you can focus on what matters most. Simmons Bank, proud supporter of the moments that matter. SimmonsBank.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender, all accounts subject to approval.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Reed Grigsby and Travis Smith back here at Wildcat Stadium in Logan, Rogersville, where West Plains has the lead 48-41. Unfortunately, we've got a Zizzer down on the field. We'll let you know who it is as soon as we find out. He is moving. He looks like he's going to really hurt. So, or maybe got the wind knocked out. Like his mom and dad worrying about it. But we're going to take a 1-minute break on KDY 102.5.
It's rock chip season. Okay, let's be honest. With the roads around here, it's always rock chip season. When you get a rock chip, go see Kevin at SMP Quality Auto Glass. He can fix your rock chip and keep it from spreading and making your windshield look more like a road map. If you need a whole new windshield put in because you waited too long, he does those too. SMP Quality Auto Glass, next to DQ in West Plains. Show us your crack.
Hi, this is Taylor Grubauer with Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in West Plains. It's football season again, and that means tailgate season at Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. With a great selection and always the best price, you are sure to score big with more for your trade-in than anywhere else. At Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in West Plains.
Together, let's drive to Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in West Plains for great service and the best price.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Reed Grigsby and Travis Smith back here at Logan Rogersville Wildcat Stadium. West Plains up 48-41, but this is a part of the game, Reed, that's never fun. We've got held down on the field, and I said at first didn't know what the situation was, but they're bringing out the stretcher, and now I see the hands and feet moving. So we're good, but you never want to see a kid having to be taken off the field, carted off the field.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a nightmare for anybody involved, and looks like it could be a lower leg injury or something. I see Vince Beam down there working on him, digging into his bag of tricks, and so hopefully the young man's okay. They can get him to the stretcher and get him to the hospital and get him fixed up.
You and I were talking about Vince Beam earlier. He has been a fixture on the sidelines for the Zizzers for the last 30 years. You know, Greg Hubbard had that role before now. We love Dr. Hubbard. Now Vince Beam has taken out. They're checking the young man out, and Dominic is still down on the field. So we're going to take another 2-minute break on KDY 102.5. Say a prayer.
Attention small business owners.
I'm State Farm Agent Justin Shelby, and I'm a small business owner too. So why not insure your small business with a fellow small business owner who also happens to be a good neighbor? If you have questions on your business insurance, business auto insurance, small business retirement plans, or group life insurance for your business, contact me, State Farm Agent Justin Shelby, today in West Plains and in Houston.
It's time to start planning for a vacation. Will Banks Tire reminds you to check your tires before you hit the road. Will Banks Tire in West Plains is the tire guy that can get you back on the road with new tread and a price you can afford. Plus, once you buy a set of tires from Will Banks Tire, you can come in anytime for a free tire rotation for the life of your tires. So once you're a customer of Will Banks Tire, you will always be a customer of Will Banks Tire. Located at 201 West 2nd Street in West Plains.
Local people helping local people. That's what Ozark Independent Living is all about. Ozark Independent Living helps the disabled, the elderly, Medicaid recipients, and disabled veterans remain in their homes independently. Do you know someone who needs help? Contact Ozark Independent Living today in West Plains, 417-257-0038.
Your care, your choice, your independence. Ozark Independent Living.
There's nothing better than football. And just like the Zizzers bring power to the field, Cape Electrical Supply brings power to your projects. Whether you're a contractor, business, or DIYer, we've got the electrical supplies you need to hit a home run. From wiring and lighting to tools and expert advice, Cape Electrical Supply is your trusted teammate. Visit us in West Plains or check us out online. Cape Electrical Supply, powering our community, one connection at a time.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Reed Grigsby and Travis Smith back here at Logan Rogersville Wildcat Stadium. Dominic Hale down on the field. But the positive thing is we've seen some hand movement. We've seen the feet movement. They load them up into the cart to get them off the field here. Everybody take a sigh of relief and stuff. Thank you for praying. Dominic's now, he's got the thumbs up and stuff, but he probably get, maybe, I'm not going to speculate, but looking at some kind of leg injury, maybe something broken. The positive thing, he's up and moving. He's not up and moving, but he's moving, my bad.
Yeah, nobody likes to see that. And then, the crowd here, you could hear a pin drop, and it doesn't matter what kind of rivals you are on the field or how the game is going. Nobody wants to see these young men get hurt. And so keep him in your prayers. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, but they are going to cart him off, and he is he's giving his teammates the number one finger and a thumbs up, and they're going to come out and they're going to play the rest of the game for him.
Cropper, one of the first kids over there to give him a hug, and a lot of guys give him a hug. That's what makes high school athletics so cool, is that camaraderie and teamwork you've got. And Reed, you made a really good point. Hale has been the guy on defense who has done such a good job guarding the other Hale. So what do you think might happen here?
Well, I'm just saying, if I were the Rogersville coach, and hopefully they're not listening to me, I made a lot of bad calls today, but I think I can guarantee this one. They're going to take a shot downfield to gauge Hale, and that's just a smart thing to do on their part.
Josiah Long. Here, big handoff right up the middle, and he's at the 35, 32-yard line. Fortunately, the referee says holding against Logan Rogersville. That was a much-needed break, Reed.
Yeah, I was thankfully wrong. They didn't go downfield to Hale, but, there was a massive hold right there. It came from the back judge, and they're going to move that one back about 10 yards.
2:39 left to go in the game. West Plains leads 48-41. Logan Rogersville has the ball at the 38-yard line in the Zizzers. A lot of these guys are just, everybody's kind of like limping and hurting. We've had a long, good game here in Logan Rogersville tonight. And Reed, Logan Rogersville 4-0. This could be their first loss of the season, and would turn West Plains around. We go from 2-3 to 3-2. Logan Rogersville ready to play again. Ball now marked at the 44-yard line. Quarterback ready to go, wants to look downfield, has nobody to throw to. That was a coverage sack. Ball comes out. We'll have to see if they stand it down or not. West Plains falls on it, and they get it back with 2:20 left to go. Oh, my goodness, Reed, you have a situation where you have a guy go down, everybody's saying a prayer, everybody's worried. Momentum has switched back to the Zizzer side.
That was a huge play. Great job that time by the Zizzer defensive line. Put pressure on the quarterback, had him wrapped up, forced the fumble. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. This is almost hammer time. We can get a first down here. The Zizzers are going to come away with a victory.
Edwardsville still has a couple timeouts, but tonight they have been their own worst enemy. 3 personal fouls and 2 fumbles lost by the Wildcats. West Plains has taken great advantage of that, and they have the lead. You keep Taylor in the middle. Taylor now goes up right up the middle, gets about 3 yards. The best thing, that clock keeps on ticking, Reed. Nope, they're going to call Logan Rogersville injury timeout. On the field, somebody else is down for West Plains. We'll be back in 30 seconds on KDY 102.5.
Looking for a place to have a private party? Par 4 and More, a country club for all, is your place. Reserve a private room with a private server, get 4 pizzas and drinks for one low price. Play indoor golf, get an armband for the arcade, and whatever else you need for your private party. Students can bring their student ID for 10% off any food. It's all at Par 4 and More, 2 miles past Walmart on the left in West Plains.
The action continues now with more Zizzer football on Hot Country KDY.
Reed Grigsby and Travis Smith back here in Logan, Rogersville, where the Zizzers have the lead 48-41. Wildcat had turned over the ball in the last series. West Plains now has the football on the Wildcat side of the field at the 46-yard line, just trying to take time off the clock, get a couple more first downs. This game is over. Miller hands off to Taylor. Taylor runs too hard. Taylor's like, what, wait, I'm just going to run at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Let's seal it that way with the touchdown. What a run by Taylor. The Zizzers now up over 50 points. Reed, I can't even add. I'm so excited.
Folks, we talked earlier about a basketball score. It is just about a basketball score. What an offensive bonanza we've had. What a run by Taylor to go up by 2 scores that couldn't have come at a better time. The Zizzers are in the driver's seat now. Now we just got to play good D and take it to the house.
Amen, play good D, because, I see some of the coaches starting to leave. There is still 2 minutes left to go in the game. And we've seen these guys score a lot. And so I wouldn't, if that lady has not sung here in Logan, Rogersville yet. 2:02 left to go in the game. West Plains up 54-41. We're going to get really close to that 2-point. Cobb with a chance to kick an extra point. Here it is, down, up, and it's good! 55-41. Huge difference now for the West Plains Zizzers. We'll be back in 1 minute on KDY 102.5.
Shrimp Runner Seafood is now open in West Plains across from the Civic Center at 109 St. Louis Street. Call ahead or stop in and pick up fresh Gulf crawfish, fish, and shrimp that's shipped every week. Hey, make things awesome. You can check out Shrimp Runner's Boil Barn, serving up boiled shrimp, crawfish, and crab legs. Wow, it's spectacular. And it's right here in West Plains. Shrimp Runner Seafood and Shrimp Runner's Boil Barn. Check it out.
This is Roadrunner for Junkyard Dog. You got your ears on? Come on. 10-4. What can I do for you? I just passed you, son. Where'd you get all that chrome and them chicken lights? Come back. Rick's Truck Repair. They got the biggest selection of chrome and LED lights within 100 miles, and they're my go-to place for repair, so I'm not down for long. Mercy me, my Rick's got some issues. What's there, 20? They're on South 63 in West Plains next to Highland Dairy. This is the Roadrunner, and I am headed to Rick's Truck Repair. I am gone.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Reed Grigsby and Travis Smith back here at Logan, Rogersville. The Zizzers lead the Wildcats 55-41. Unfortunately, now Judd is down on the field. Probably one of the best all-around athletes on the Zizzer program. Reed, these guys, all of them played so hard tonight. It's just like we may win, but we got to make sure we survive for another week.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. With Hale being out and now Judd, those are 2 big studs for us. And so we'll see what's happening here. I see Judd moving around. Vince Beam, once again, is checking on him. He's sitting upright. Hopefully he's okay. He rarely came off the field this whole game. So, usually when you play like that and you're exhausted, sometimes things happen. I'm hoping it's just exhaustion related and nothing serious.
Talking about a good athlete, Dad played Division I basketball. Mom was a great athlete from Ava, played volleyball for the Grizzlies, went on. Just good things going on with that family. Like Reed said, he's up, he's hurt. That doesn't mean if you're a parent you're not concerned, but we're still glad that he's moving around and able to go. So it's going to take a little while for him to get off the field. So we'll be back in 1 minute on KDY 102.5 as Judd is okay.
If you're a pro or even a do-it-yourselfer, Win Supply of West Plains is your store. Win Supply of West Plains is your supply store for A.O. Smith water heaters, Delta faucets, Milwaukee tools, Klein tools, and all the accessories you need to do your plumbing yourself. Find them in West Plains at 1015 Preacher Row Boulevard and online at winsupplyofwestplains.com. Win Supply of West Plains is for pros like you.
This is Ginger with Miller Satellite and Home Store. Did you know that HughesNet is faster than ever before? Plus, with it being back to school time, I can save you $30 a month for the next 12 months with a price lock guarantee. So if you're looking for fast, reliable internet, then you need HughesNet with unlimited data and whole home Wi-Fi. So you can get all your homework done no matter where you live. Give me a call today at Miller Satellite and Home Store at 417-255-1972.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Reed Grigsby and Travis Smith back here at Logan Rogersville, where the Zizzers lead 55-41, but still 2 minutes left to go in this game. Cobb just hits a little hot boot, goes over the receiver's head, and he catches the 15-yard line, comes up to the 20. You got to make the tackle. And they do, thank goodness gracious, or that could have gone all the way. There's only one man left to beat her. That's a touchdown, Reed.
Exactly, folks. We're probably in for the longest 1 minute and 58 seconds of your life right now because Rogersville's going to throw the ball around. They're going to try to make something pop open and get a quick score because they're running out of opportunities.
And they've got Miller basically out here playing cornerback position now. You've got to watch number 3, Hale. He's the go-to man. 1:58 left to go. Ball at the 36. Quarterback Freeze trying to set up a screen. Good play, but it doesn't go anywhere as he is tackled by a whole host of Zizzers. Number 30, Cropper coming on in there, along with number 62 making a good stop. That's the way you got to play defense, Reed.
Yeah, they absolutely sniffed out that screenplay. I thought it was set up pretty good at first, and then our defense made a great athletic play for a loss of yardage.
Aiden Wilson, 62, in there to make the stop for the Zizzers. 90 seconds left to go in the game. Quarterback wants to throw. He's going to throw deep, and why not? And he's got a man open. Oh, my goodness gracious. I have no idea, but after he dropped the ball, he turned right around and grabbed Miller. And surely they're not going to throw a flag against us. But hell, yeah, went over there and said something. But now we've got another penalty. This time it is the Logan Rogersville player who's down. So we're going to take a minute break on 102.5.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we have it all for you. Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, where we love what we do.
Hi, this is Jordan. We are now selling bulk feed available for pickup at our West Plains store. Stop in and fill feed tote sacks, bulk containers, and feed boxes. There's no need to go anywhere else. Buy in bulk and save. Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply in West Plains.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply since 1974. Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we're more than a farm store.
Is it about time for a new heating and cooling system? Butler Heating and Air, your authorized Train dealer, says now's the time. Because now through November 15th, you get an instant rebate on a new Train system of up to $650. Get unbelievable comfort and reliability with a new Train system from Butler Heating and Air. It's hard to stop a Train.
BHA, Butler Heating and Air. Call 256-7984.
Building lasting relationships, one customer at a time.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action.
Making the game go a lot longer.
Yeah, and you kind of put some connections here. That's Doug and Danny Hale's grandson from West Plains, and Charlie Hale, his dad, is up here rooting him along. Looks like he's going to get up just fine. He's going to walk off under his own power. So prayers answered. Nobody wants to see that, and we're going to get back playing ball.
And ironically, on that last play, it looked like Hale was overthrown. He had a little frustration, pulled Wilson down over the top of him, got injured, but we thought we saw a flag. Maybe it was picked up. 83 seconds left to go in the game now. West Plains leads 55-41. Okay, they called against Rogersville. Good. So the penalty was against Rogersville. The ball is now at the 48-yard line. Fans want the game to start, and they're going to get what they wish for. So Logan Rogersville wants to throw, puts the ball, just quick screen. That was a good play. You've got to make the tackle down there. And that's what Lawson does. He only gets 2 yards. And the ball will be spotted at the 49-yard line. Good job once again by the Zizzers defense, Reed.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, they was able to get out of bounds, so the clock is stopped. 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Wildcats trying to put some more points on the board. Zitter coaches have already gone down the sideline. Here we go, confident. Now Freeze wants to put the ball up in the air. Oh, it looked like they were almost setting up the old hook and ladder, but good job by Crawford being out there making a stop. Lots of good defensive plays now for the West Plains Zizzers. But once again, the clock stops. 69 seconds left to go. 3rd and 10 for the Wildcats. They'll come out in trips formation. You can tell, Reed, too. I mean, look at the Wildcat guys. Everybody's got their hands on their hips. They're ready for this game to be over. Freeze, the quarterback, wants to play. Ball at their own 48-yard line. Here's the snap. Freeze wants to put the ball up in the air. He's tired. I mean, that was just a one-hopper. That one makes the ball 4th and 10 now, Reed. What do you do?
They have no choice but to go for it now, but that was uncharacteristic by Freeze right there, pros. So I tried to short hop it to the receiver, and he just didn't get a good throw, a good grip on that ball.
Freeze has been so good tonight about throwing that ball around, but West Plains just kept on grinding, did not give up any way, shape, or form. This could be the last play that Logan Rogersville has on the night if they don't convert here. 4th and 10 from their own 48-yard line. Freeze puts the ball up, gives that boom and hit at the 38-yard line, goes down the 35 all the way down to the 32. That's a first down for Logan Rogersville. They're going to run up the line of scrimmage. Clock will stop at first down until they set the chain. About a minute left here to go. Wildcats trail by 14, trying to score 2 touchdowns right away. Freeze has some time, rolls out to his left. Now he looks to throw. Good pressure by the Zizzers, puts the ball up in the air, and that should be intercepted. And it is. Good job by the Zizzers. That is number 11, Reed, who made that great interception. He's in there, came in, made it, and I'm sorry, that's Josiah Long. And Josiah's playing with a bum hand. He's got a cast on there. Makes the interception.
Yeah, what a great ball game we just witnessed here, folks. That's the best we've played all year against a very, very good Logan Rogersville team. I can't be more proud to be a Zizzer and watching these out. It did not give up, even though we got down 2 scores, and now it's time to put the hammer down.
Do not make any mistakes. Don't put the ball on the ground. 40 seconds left for Logan Rogersville to have their first loss of the year. Zizzers will go to 3 and 2. Quarterback Miller just takes a knee. He's going to let that time run out. Clock now at 35 seconds, 34 seconds. Reed, I am just really surprised. I shouldn't say that about how well we responded. But, we've got a new team, a new set of coaches and stuff. These guys responded well tonight. I was so proud of the way West Plains played.
Absolutely. Did not give up, and they came out, responded to every score, and did exactly what they needed to do. And we talked at halftime about how important turnovers were going to be in the second half, and that ended up being the difference in the game was a fumble recovery and then an interception here at the end. We played some good football in the second half, and, man, I'm proud of these kids.
Fortunately, had some injuries tonight. We know that the young Judd is okay. We'll check Hale and see how he did. The nice thing was he had a thumbs up that he left the field. That's the hardest part about football is sometimes you get some injuries. But what I'm proud of these West Plains Zizzers tonight, they never gave up. They came back and they won. Good job to Coach Carnegie and all the group. West Plains wins tonight to go to 3 and 2. Next week we'll be at Bolivar, hopefully with the same result. Lots of different things going around the conference. We appreciate you so much for listening. I'd also like to say thanks to Drew Joyce and James Hurt back in the studio for bringing us a great game. Those guys do so much for us behind the scenes. Thank you for listening to West Plains Zizzer Football good night, and God bless.
I've always wanted to be a nurse, but life